Sergei, how did the negotiations with Highland go?
His Majesty and the King of Highland agreed to make peace with each other. But the process is proving quite difficult.
Even though the king agreed to it?
It's a mere formality. The conservatives are steadfastly refusing to give up their conditions. And the progressives use this opportunity to build political power. We have allies and enemies on both sides of the fence. Things are indeed in disarray.
Man, just hearing about it wears me out.
Yeah, sounds pretty tough.
Never. It's nothing compared to what Sorey and his lady have endured.
Just FYI, I'm not actually his...
Milady, it is very fortunate to have someone by your side when the road ahead is rife with danger. It's common for men focused on their intentions to not realize how fortunate they are. Please, look after him.
All right, leave it to me.
Please, forgive me. I'm sure I didn't need to tell you. It's time for the next meeting. Please excuse me.
Sergei.
Don't worry. I won't budge. For all those who have paved the way for us.
Rose, it still seems like you haven't quite told Sergei the truth, have you?
Yeah, kind of. I guess I don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe for Sergei, people like you and Rose are symbolic of the very world he wants to protect.
Maybe he's reflecting upon the loss of his family through them.
We are deceiving him, but let's keep it on the down low for a bit longer.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe you guys should make it a reality instead.
In your dreams?
See? What a cute couple.
Anyway, let's do what we have to do. And then...
A day will come when we can tell him the truth. For sure.
I'd like to thank you very much for your personal invitation today, Princess Alicia.
It's quite all right. I would like to ask you for your continued support in liaising between the two countries.
Well, about that. There's still quite a bit of business left for me to take care of. I will require some assistance.
Assistance? Oh, assistance. I see.
You do understand what I mean, yes?
Yes. Of course, we'll do our best to... accommodate your needs.
Oh, if that's the case, then I shall uphold my end and work hard as well. But your answer leaves something to be desired. If you're too readable, you'll be taken for all you're worth one day or another. Be mindful.
Huh?
You need to be able to manipulate people like me if you are to rise above and lead others. You must grow stronger.
Yes, sir. I will take it to heart. I still have so much to learn.
Please, don't push yourself too hard.
Thanks, but I'm really not. I'm merely doing what's necessary.
It must be hard for you, Princess Alicia.
It's not so much about my ideals. I need to be strong enough to protect my people, even if I must soil my hands to do so. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people. It is the people who will create a malevolence-free Kingdom of Highland. I must be strong enough if I am to be its foundation.
You have changed much, Princess Alicia.
It's nothing special. Those out there fighting against unknown disasters are the real heroes. As their companion, I can't stop here.
Then at least please get some rest.
Very well. I yet have time before meeting with the Prime Ministers.
Alicia sure seems different.
Yeah, she's matured as a woman for sure.
I believe it's because she's grown so resolute in what she must do to realize her dreams.
And that probably inspired her to become a politician. Yeah.
Lonely without her?
No way. I believe in her. Alicia will be just fine.
Guess you've matured a bit yourself.
Well, you know.
Whoa now.
Uh-huh.
Sorey, isn't that... I, Zenris, shall record the truth regarding the birth of the human Sorey, and the seraph Mikleo here in writing. That's Gramps' handwriting.
Both Sorey and Mikleo are survivors of Camlon,
the origin village where the age of chaos unfolded. Mikleo's mother is Muse, the younger sister of the late shepherd, Michael. Sorey's mother is Celine, a citizen of Camlon. I have been entrusted to the care of both of them by Muse, who managed to escape from Camlon. I closed off Elysia with my domain, and decided to raise both of them in an isolated place, separate from the outside world. As long as I live, I swear to protect these young babes as part of our family.
It's the same memory that Maven showed me.
Yeah. So that would make it right after Mautelis became a Hellion.
Lila, isn't that around the same time that you first met Zenris?
I see. So that would mean Gramps told her of the incident in Camlon and the start of the Age of Chaos.
And so she earned the power to purify through the oath and waited until the shepherd appeared.
I didn't know of their names back then.
Is there anything else mentioned in there, Sorey?
I pray that these children, burdened with the tribulations of the era, shall still live in peace. But if
Sorey?
these children should challenge their fate and desire to create a new world, then may they receive the blessings of both humans and seraphim alike, so that their will for a new future may be fulfilled.
So Gramps knew all along.
He did.
Huh. Lila?
What's wrong?
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to wake you up.
And?
It looks like Lila's not here. I wonder if something happened.
She's probably okay.
But...
Even Lila probably has sides she'd rather not show to the rest of us.
has she always gone off by herself when we've had rough times?
I don't know. Probably.
I didn't know.
I don't think she wanted anyone to know. Just let her be.
Oh my, are you two up already?
Lila, are you okay?
Huh?
You were gone, and Sorey was having a right old freak out.
Oh, I was just taking a walk outside. Sorry for making you worry.
You don't have to apologize.
Holy mother of capitalism, I could barely watch this. You two are both so awkward.
Huh?
Sorey, Lila isn't a little kid. And Lila, what exactly do friends mean to you? Why don't we revisit the fundamentals? It all started in this very city, right? Go back to that place where your memories are strongest.
Well, this is a pain.
Woo, all to ourselves!
Seriously. Hey, Rose.
Yeah? Got it.
What? What's going on?
Mikleo's suggesting we leave you two alone to give you time to soak in your memories.
Subtle, Rose.
I truly appreciate your kindness, both of you. But please stay here. I should have told you all. Sorey, do you remember what I told you here?
Yeah, I still do. Vividly. You made sure I knew exactly what sort of fate would await me as a new shepherd. And now we can tell for sure, in hindsight. You were guiding us so that the fate of the shepherd wouldn't crush us under its weight. Yeah. This journey as a shepherd has taught me so much about people, the world, everything. It's a bit embarrassing to say this over and over again, but thanks, Lila. Yeah, thank you.
Oh goodness, no. I should be the one thanking you. And yet, there are things I haven't been able to tell you all.
Lila, you don't have to tell us everything.
Sorey, I have a regret. One that has eaten at me for years.
I assume it's about leaving the last shepherd to his fate.
Maybe I should have stayed with him. Maybe I should have supported the answer he arrived at, and been with him until the very end.
And if you had, maybe the end result would have been different. I get it.
Pretty much the archetype of a regret.
Yes, I suppose it is, isn't it?
But I do understand why it is you feel that way. We watched the whole thing unfold, and we felt the same frustration and powerlessness. It must have been even worse for you, as his friend.
Right. The last shepherd seemed like a solid guy.
Yeah, I felt the same way, that he was sincerely trying to face the shepherd's duty.
At all times, he strove to follow the path that was right and proper for the shepherd, no matter what he felt deep down.
And so, when he reached the point where he could no longer contain all his anger, grief, and despair, the malevolence erupted and then swallowed him up entirely. Is that what you think, Lila?
And that leads us to her other big regret, huh?
That she made the last shepherd too conscious of his duty. That's why she's trying to avoid the same mistake with Sorey. Are we getting warmer?
Lila.
Sorey, I've simply been using you as a way to deny my regrets and keep them bottled up inside.
Huh. And so you're apologizing to Sorey? Are you serious?
Idiot!
Sorey, say it.
Huh?
Meebo, you too.
What? But...
Idiot. Idiot.
Okay, that's too much.
Nah.
Lila, you see what we're getting at?
Yes, friends are here to support you, right?
Yep.
I thought I understood that. But worrying too much about your friends can suggest a lack of trust.
So don't be afraid to trust them and lean on them.
Exploit them. Abuse them. Let them do the hard stuff while you take it easy.
Not quite, but good try.
Thank you. Oh, my powers. I really am an idiot after all. To not notice how my own feelings were inhibiting the release of my inner powers. Thank you so much for listening to me, everyone. I feel better, like the knot in my stomach is gone now.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way somehow.
Thank you, Rose.
You helped me as well. Thanks.
Cool.
But not us, right? Us real men are too stubborn.
I didn't mean that.
Wow. Real men sure sound like a pain in the butt.
They're just idiots.
Damn right we are.
Whatever. Idiot, stubborn, I can take it. Let's go.
Yes. I am truly grateful I was able to meet you all. We managed to defeat it.
Yeah, finally.
Zavid, was this Hellion someone you knew?
This is where my old comrades and I first embarked on our journey, way back when. This was a slight acquaintance.
Amazing! You actually had friends, Zavid?
Ouch! Right in the dignities.
I wish I could meet them, Zavid. Your old comrades.
Me too.
But you can't, can you?
Probably not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't sweat it. It's the destiny of a long-lived seraph to make many farewells.
Destiny, huh?
And hey, I'm here again in the same place, with a whole new set of comrades. Life sure is funny sometimes.
Is that the destiny of the seraphim?
Yep. I hope you'll remember it, Mickey boy.
It'd be harder to forget it.
Well said.
Don't you think Zavid was acting a bit weird earlier?
It felt like he was hiding something from us.
But he did say we were his comrades.
Yeah, I think of him that way too.
So do I.
Then it's okay. We don't have to ask him. I trust that he'll tell us when the time is right.
That's fair.
Did that soothe your soul, gentle shepherd?
Sorry. Thanks for lending an ear.
No worries. I'll even give you a discount.
Huh? It costs money? And you are?
I am the Seraph Aksha. May I ask what has brought you to this distant realm, shepherd?
My name is Sorey.
We heard about a poet or something named Maven. Do you know anything about that?
Ah, if it is the poet Maven you seek. She rests here.
She passed away?
Yes, over 300 years ago. As her old friend, I care for her grave.
300 years? He didn't mention that part.
It happens sometimes with long-lived seraphim. Their sense of time gets out of sync with the real world. For the man who told us about her, 300 years ago probably felt like no more than 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten that. Set my pudding down once and only remembered it 100 years later.
Really?
Doubtful. Was there something you had wanted from her?
We have an acquaintance named Maven who's an explorer. We thought maybe she was family, but...
Looks like the name was just a coincidence.
It is no coincidence. Your explorer friend is the storyteller of time, is he not?
How did you know that?
This Maven was also a storyteller. Those in the clan of storytellers have no names of their own. The name Maven is passed down through the generations.
So the poet Maven was his ancestor from centuries ago.
Doesn't Maven mean caregiver in the old tongue?
Those born into that name and that oath must accept their fate to be observers of the world.
But I wonder, why is that their fate?
Wasn't it like the first one did some damn fool thing and wound up forced to take the oath as punishment or something?
That I could not say. Only the storytellers themselves might know for sure. Where is the current Maven?
We were there when he...
I see. I watch the world with measured gaze as moments turn to history. The world a lute the people play, and history its melody. Venture on, let your actions turn the world, and I shall watch, until the final star winks out. If solitude must be my fate, then people are my heart. I know your sins and shrieks and joys, for people are my heart.
Is that by the poet Maven?
The words are filled with love for people. Yes, it was her dream, but surely one shared by her entire clan. It is solitude itself that leads storytellers to cherish the world and its people. I'm sure the Maven you knew was happy to have you by his side in his final hour.
I hope so.
We need to work hard to live up to the hopes that Maven placed in us.
So old man Maven really was dealt a tricky hand in life.
Yeah. He was burdened with a special fate.
Even so, he never had a problem lending a helping hand to the sparrow feathers.
And he taught me what it is to be an explorer.
He traveled all over the world,
gently guiding us to the right path.
Yep, that's the Maven I know. No matter his circumstances, no matter his fate...
Maven was just Maven, through and through.
Yep, like how Sorey is just Sorey.
And how Rose is just Rose.
Stop copying me!
You copied me first! It was a big world out there after all. But don't you think it's still too early to say that? What do you mean? We've been journeying a long time now. That's true. But remember, we still haven't seen the fire-spewing mountains mentioned in the celestial record. Or the land of ice that's up in the north. And I'm sure there's even more to the world than that. Even more problems. You're right, of course. But problems? We can handle them.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Huh? Didn't you have something you wanted to say?
Did I? I forget.
Well, that's convenient.
You're not much for conversation anyway.
Harsh, dude.
I'll tell you if I remember.
For real?
For real.
Something's going on over there.
Seems like their carriage wheel broke.
Why don't we help them out?
Sure. It's done.
You can tell Rose is still feeling a little uneasy over that whole desire for strength thing we talked about earlier.
Looks like it. Seems complicated.
It is.
I was just reminded of the first time I met Sorey.
Yeah, me too.
I had no idea I'd be going on a journey with you, let alone with a bunch of ghosts.
You were so gullible when you first joined. Used to be way more fun to scare you.
It was honestly kind of depressing to be feared so much.
You were really mean, Edna. Freaking terrorist.
You know, you once did a bit of terrorizing yourself.
Rose the infamous assassin had Sorey in her sights once, didn't she?
Yeah, and then she suddenly turned around and risked her own life to save his. How precious.
We were with Sorey the whole time, watching by his side, but powerless to do anything.
It really was completely nuts, what you did there.
I was just foolhardy back then. And blind to things.
You need to be that way, for some things.
Huh. So that's why you did that for him.
Hey now, Rose. You're thinking too hard about all this again. You don't have to say everything that pops into your head.
'Kay.
Rose?
Lila. Strength can warp you if you don't have the proper intentions. Lunar was like that.
But if you don't have the strength and skills to make those intentions a reality, you'll just get trampled underfoot.
Yeah. Maven risked his life to teach me that. He strove for power, too, but it was for the sake of his comrades, for the sake of the Wind Riders. I do want to learn confidence in my strength. And I'm ready to get stabby for it.
Got it.
All right, I'll take this side.
Sure. Let's go in order.
That should be sufficient.
Should be a doozy of a training session.
Bring it, suckers!
You got it! On!
I can't be... This feeling...
Rose!
Ow!
Are you okay?
Sorey, everyone, thank you.
Did something click?
Yep.
Show us. We could give you some feedback.
Not here. I'm still figuring out how to adjust my strength, and I don't want you all to get hurt.
Oh, okay.
Rose, if I may ask now, what is the reason you felt the need to gain confidence in your strength?
Huh? It's my way of preparing for the final battle, I guess. Like, I'm not as capable as you guys are. I wanted to feel not just passion, but real physical strength. So that I'll know I can follow through on the answer I reach.
Rose.
Come on, guys, don't take it so seriously.
Rose, don't you think this might be the perfect time to tell everyone what you said to me in Lastenbell?
What? Not now. The moment's like way past already.
What is it? Now I'm curious.
Well... Nope. Can't do it. Ask Lila sometime when I'm not around.
Rose, I want you to know that I'm really, really glad we met you.
So Lila style.
Huh? I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Sheesh, I'm joking. Anyway, the sun's down already. Let's spend the night in Lady Lake. I'm starving.
Mikleo, your perceptions weren't wrong after all.
Though it's more trouble on our plates.
So says the biggest trouble of them all.
You're a trouble.
Face it, we're all trouble.
You can say that again.
Guys, dinner time! Chop chop!
Coming!
And the seed of worry budded and bloomed into a beautiful flower. The end.
You mean the whole thing with Rose's new move? But that lovely flower was about to get its petals munched off by the worry worm.
Yes, all my mothering just made things more complicated. I won't do it again.
But the occasional screw-up is one of your charming features, Professor Lila.
Aww. If only Professor Zavid would screw up as rarely as Professor Lila.
Oh, no! Called out by Professor Edna.
Don't you think so, Professor Mikleo?
What? I'm not a professor.
Professor Mikleo, you already earned your honorary degree by being the first to discover Rose.
That's something Rose decided herself, not me. Same as today. And again, I'm not a professor.
But Professor...
I'm not a professor!
Professor Edna, Professor Mikleo is being uncooperative.
How rude. We expected better, Professor Mikleo.
Yeah, Professor Mikleo, clean up your act.
Lila, I understand your concerns, and I'm honestly grateful you brought up the potential dangers back there. You all are far more experienced than the rest of us, and we owe you guys a lot for your guidance.
Professor Mikleo!
Professor Mikleo's back!
How rude, Professor Mikleo.
This'll teach me to ever say anything sincere again.